The Galactic Summit had convened on neutral ground, a massive space station orbiting a dying star. Representatives from 5 of the galaxy's most powerful civilizations gathered in the obsidian chamber, their holographic displays flickering with schematics and battle records. "The Crithian dreadnought is unmatched," hissed Ambassador Zexthor, his scales shimmering with pride. 17 kilometers of pure devastation. "Our plasma cannons can vaporize a moon in 30 seconds. The insectoid delegate from Vex Prime clicked her mandibles in what might have been laughter. "Your antique is impressive, Crithian, but our hive carriers deploy swarms of bioengineered fighters. Millions of them. They consumed the Andorian fleet in less than an hour." Commander Thoraxis of the Zenthri Empire slammed a metallic fist on the table, causing the holographic displays to ripple. "Quantity means nothing without precision. Our singularity destroyers bend spacetime itself. We don't fight battles, we erase them from existence." The crystalline being from Luxor hummed at a frequency that translated to smug satisfaction. "How primitive. Our light ships move at near photon speeds. We strike before you even know we're there. By the time your sensors detect us, your fleets are already dust." Ambassador Vorn of the Draxian Confederacy remained silent, his tentacles coiled thoughtfully. Finally, he spoke in a voice like grinding stone. "You all speak of destruction, but none of you mention the Terrans. Why is that?" The chamber fell silent. The humans had requested membership in the Galactic Council only 3 months ago. Their application had been amusing. A species that had barely achieved faster-than-light travel, claiming they deserved a seat among civilizations that had mastered the stars for millennia. The Terrans? Zexthor's laugh was a reptilian rasp. "They have 12 warships. 12. We have thousands. Their weapons are chemical-based," added the Vex delegate dismissively. "Projectiles propelled by controlled explosions. It's almost charming. Perhaps we should invite them to demonstrate," Vorn suggested, his tone unreadable. "Before we vote on their application." The others agreed, still chuckling among themselves. What harm could there be in humoring the newcomers? 3 days later, the delegates assembled at the station's observation deck. In the distance, floating against the cosmic backdrop, the alien battleships formed an intimidating array, each one a testament to their civilization's military might. Then humanity's contribution arrived. At first, they saw nothing. Then, reality seemed to tear apart as a single vessel emerged from what the humans called a fold space exit. The UESS Prometheus was smaller than any capital ship present, barely 4 kilometers long. It looked almost fragile, its hull a patchwork of armor plating and exposed mechanical systems. The aliens' amusement was palpable. "That's it?" Zexthor couldn't contain his laughter. "One ship." "Observe," was all the human representative, Captain Sarah Chen, said. The Prometheus didn't power up visible weapons. Instead, space around it began to shimmer. The alien sensors went haywire, detecting energy signatures that shouldn't exist, matter and antimatter dancing in perfect equilibrium, quantum fields collapsing and expanding in controlled chaos. Then the Prometheus fired. There was no beam, no projectile, no swarm. Reality itself seemed to hiccup. In the distance, the holographic target, a decommissioned Crithian destroyer, simply ceased to exist. Not destroyed. Not vaporized. It was as if it had never been there at all. "That was a vacuum decay weapon," Captain Chen explained calmly. "We tear apart the fundamental forces holding matter together. The affected region experiences something similar to what occurred in the first microseconds after the Big Bang, but in reverse." She pulled up another display. "This is our fleet. Not 12 ships, as your intelligence suggested. We have 12 battle groups. Each containing vessels like the Prometheus. And this is considered our second-generation technology." The silence in the observation deck was absolute. The crystalline being's hum had stopped. Zexthor's scales had gone pale. Even Vorn's tentacles hung limp. We didn't develop interstellar travel by conquering our neighbors, Chen continued. We did it by nearly destroying ourselves multiple times and learning from it. Every weapon you've described, we've already built, deployed, and abandoned as too primitive. We came to the stars not because we mastered destruction, but because we finally learned when not to use it. She looked at each delegate in turn. So yes, we'd like that seat on the council. And respectfully, we'd prefer not to have to demonstrate why we deserve it again. The vote was unanimous.